We came across these authentic colorful hammocks during our summer trip to Mexico. The lady was hand knitting them on the spot and we got super excited. We thought they would look great on our front porch, but something didn't look quite right. So I decided to build this swing set. So let's pick up some lumber and start the build. I first thought of using pressure treated wood, but I changed my mind because 1, the wood looked awful, and 2, I won't be able to finish pressure treated wood until a year from now. So I paid a little extra and got this kiln-dried untreated lumber. So I got 5 4x4s and 2 2x4s for this project. I marked 2 inches from the edge of the stud and then made a 15-degree angle. Then dropped the blade on my circular saw all the way down and made the first pass. Because my circular saw cuts 2.5 inches deep, I finished the cut with a Japanese handsaw. Then used a chisel to clean up the cut. I repeated the process on all the rest of the 4x4s, using the cutout from my first cut as a template. You can mark a straight line using a square, combine the pieces and connect the end lines. This will give you a straight line through both 4x4s for the bolt. I pre-drilled for the 8 inches bolt and added some glue. I added 5 inches deck screws for extra support. I moved to the other side and measured 24 inches from the bottom of each leg. Then lined up the 2x4 with the mark I made and marked where I need to cut a recess for the support piece. Then I set the depth of the circular saw blade to the thickness of the 2x4. I took repetitive passes within the lines to create a perfect fit for the 2x4. Then I added the glue and supported the 2x4 with 3 inches deck screws. Back to the upper part of the leg. I marked 5 inches on each side and made a cut. This is where the cross 4x4 is going to sit. Here I'm cutting the access bolt and smoothing the edge with a file. I collected some of the wood dust from the ground and mixed it with the glue to fill the gaps and cracks. I need to cut the edge on an angle to sit flush on the ground, so I leveled the edge using a level and a piece of wood to support it. This part here was tricky. I had to hold both legs straight to install the top 4x4. I tried a few methods and dropped the legs a few times. Then I figured that I can use a set of clamps to temporarily secure the top part to the legs. And I pre-drilled for the two 8-inch screws on each side. Here I'm installing the runner using glue and 3-inch deck screws. I used a brick to lift the runner off the ground. It's sanding time. I used 120 and 220 grits to sand the entire piece. I am using American walnut wood stain. I had this can sitting in my shop for a few years, so I mixed it very well prior to applying it. I let the stain sit and dry for a few days and applied this WaterSeal for extra waterproofing. I got a pair of swing hardware from the hardware store, so I pre-drilled and installed them. I figured that using a screwdriver makes it very easy to drive the screws in. Finished the installation and here we go. Now it's time to relax and enjoy it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe for future videos.